Good morning, class. Who can tell me what we learned about yesterday? Mitchell, yes. Asking I wonder questions. Good. So we did learn about asking I wonder questions when reading a story. So turn to your partner and give an example of an I wonder question that you may ask when reading a story. Cora, I wonder if the dog will find a home. Good, that's a very good I wonder question. One more. Drew, I wonder what the man will do with the money. Good, very good. So today I'm going to teach you about word-solving strategies. And word-solving strategies are important because sometimes when you're reading a book and you come across a word that you might not know just by looking at it, word-solving strategies help you figure out that word. So they're important to use so that you know what you're actually reading and can learn from that. And using these reading strategies will help you figure out the word. And there are many different resources that you can use to help you to figure out what the word means. These strategies, I have a chart for y'all. So this says, when I come to a tricky word, I can. So some of these strategies are look at the picture. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Just look at your picture and see if, oh, there's a girl in the picture, so that word might be pretty, like she's a pretty girl. You can say the first or the last sounds. So if one of the words is please and you don't know that word yet, you can sound out the first part of that word, which is pl, and then that may help you figure out the rest of the word. Use context clues. So if there's, it talks about a boy playing with his friends, playing basketball with his friends, and you're trying to figure out the word court for a basketball court, you would know that since he's playing basketball, he might be playing on a basketball court. Or using background knowledge. So you may know that a dolphin lives in the ocean. So if you don't know the word ocean, but it's talking about a dolphin and where it's living, you might be able to use that background knowledge in your head and come up with, oh, they live in the ocean. So I can figure that out. So we can just reference this chart throughout while you're reading. I'll have it hung up in the classroom to help you figure out those tricky words. So today we are going to be reading I Like Myself, and the author is Karen Beaumont. Can somebody tell me what the author does? Samuel writes the stories. Good. It's illustrated by David Catrow. Who could tell me what the illustrator does? Kerrigan draws the pictures. Very good. So as I read, there's going to be some words that are going to be covered up with sticky notes. These are the words that are tricky words. So I'm going to read the word as blank originally in the sentence, and then I'm going to have you turn to your partner and tell them what you think the hidden word might be. Once we figure out that word, I'll have you explain or tell which of the word strategies you use to help you figure out that word. Oops. I like myself. I'm glad I'm me. There's no one else I'd rather be. I like my eyes, my ears, my nose. I like my fingers and my blank. So go ahead and turn to your partner. Think about what this word could be. I'll give you a few minutes to think about it, and I'll ask if you just give me a thumbs up, you can share what you think the word is. Okay, what do you think? Feet. I like my fingers in my feet. That could be. Anybody else? Cool. Toes. Does anybody else think toes? Very good. The word actually is toes. So I like my eyes, my ears, my nose. I like my fingers and my toes. Who could tell me how they figured out that word was toes? Abby? You use the picture. Good. Anybody else use any other strategies? Mia? Context clues? How did you use context clues? So you knew it was talking about eyes, ears, mouth, eyes, ears, nose, and it said fingers, so you just thought, well, possibly toes. Very good. I like me wild, I like me tame, I like me different and the same. I like me fast, I like me slow, I like me everywhere I go. Can anybody tell something that's happening with these words throughout the story? Yes, Lucas. They're rhyming, so their ending sounds are the same. So slow and go makes it a rhyming word. Good. I like me on the blank too, for all I think and say and do. Turn to your partner once again and think about what this missing word could be. Camden, would you like to share? Outside? Could be. What else? Jacob? I like me on the bones too? Maybe, because if you look at the picture, possibly. But where are those bones? Nicole? Inside. I like me on the inside too, for all I think and say and do. So what gave you the thought just that the word could be inside? Looking at the picture, because you see all the skeletons, so it's showing the inside of her body. Very good. Inside, outside, upside down, from head to toe and all around. I like it all is me, and me is all I want to be. And I don't care in any way what blank else may think or say. This one's a little more tricky. I think the strategy you'd need to use would be your context clues, possibly, or we can, if we don't get it from anything else, we'll look at the first or last sounds. Marcus? What? No, we don't know. Okay, so if we unfold and look at the first letter is an S. So what, in any way, what else may think or say? Does anybody have a guess? Student? In any way, what student else may think or say? I don't think so. Let's look at the ending. So the end starts with an E. Someone, very good. And I don't care in any way what someone else may think or say. I may be called a silly nut or crazy cuckoo bird, so what? I'm having too much fun, you see, for anything to bother me. Even when I look a blank, I still don't like me any less, 'cause nothing in this world, you know, can change what's deep inside, and so, turn to your partner, think about what the missing word could be, and give me a thumbs up when you think you got it. Jackson. Mess. How did you figure out that one? Use your context clues, and because you know the last words are all rhyming together, so if this word is less than the one before it, would end up rhyming with it. So mess and less. Let's see. Even when I look a mess, I still don't like me any less, 'cause nothing in this world, you know, can change what's deep inside. And so, no matter if they stop and stare, no person ever, anywhere, can make me feel that what they see is all there really is to me. I'd still like me with fleas or warts, or with a silly snout that snorts, or knobby knees, or hippo hips, or blank polka-dotted lips. Turn to your partners. I think you'll be using the picture to figure out this word, if you can see it very well. Addie. Large, or knobby knees, or hippo hips, or large polka-dotted lips. It could work, but not in this case. Austin. Purple. So if we look at the picture, her lips are purple. Let's see. Or knobby knees, or hippo hips, or purple polka-dotted lips. Or beaver breath, or stinky toes, or horns protruding from my nose. Or yikes, with spikes all down my spine, or hair that's like a porcupine. I still would be the same, you see. I like blank because I'm me. Ooh, it looks like a lot of you know this one. Haley. Myself. Why do you think it's myself? Because the title of the story. I like myself because I'm me. So, we use many different strategies throughout this book. We use looking at the picture, looking at the first and last sounds of the word, using our context clues, using background knowledge. There's many other strategies that if you think of one, we can add it to our chart. So now I'm going to release you to your book nooks. I want you to find a book to read, and then as you come to words you don't know, write them down in your notebook, and then you can refer to my chart and use one of those strategies or multiple of those strategies to help you figure out the tricky word. So, if you're wearing a blue shirt, go find a book and get to your book nook. If you are wearing a purple shirt, go ahead and go find a book, go to your book nook. Blue shirt, go to your book nook. So remember, we're finding those tricky words, writing them down, and looking at our chart to see if we can figure them out.